Well, everybody, it's time to talk about Teresa because your girl's on the ropes and she's starting to sweat. Because even though it is yet to be confirmed, we all know that Bravo's not asking Teresa back. We know that, Bravo knows that, and now it seems like that realization might finally be cracking through Teresa's thick skull. Louis and Teresa love to live large, but between Louis's failed businesses, his bankruptcies, and Teresa's hefty housewife's paycheck drying up, the dynamic duo is getting desperate for some dollars. Just a couple weeks ago, she started promoting a get-rich-quick sweepstakes for workmoney.org. In her video, she says, "Who's ready to level up in this economy? It's time to stop dreaming about making more money and actually do it. We're talking getting rich and stacking that cash and living large." So here's the tea. There's this sweepstakes. Then she goes on to encourage everyone to sign up for this sweepstakes that guarantees them absolutely nothing but captures all of their information. And I looked the company up and no one has anything nice to say about them. And the overarching headline about workmoney.org was deceptive advertising practices. I mean, surprise, surprise, right? And if that wasn't desperate enough, don't worry, there's more. There's a come party with Teresa at the beach brunch. There's a drag brunch. There's any kind of brunch you might want. If you're having a brunch, Teresa will be there for a price. And she just started a TikTok shop, which goes live today at 3 o'clock. But here's how you know that Teresa knows and that she's trying desperately to change the fate of her future. Because this weekend, someone in Teresa's camp called the paparazzi, which they don't even really have in New Jersey. But this weekend they were there and they had a script and they knew exactly where Teresa was gonna be. The paparazzi just so happened to get Teresa and Gia getting out of their car and walking towards a restaurant. And the exchange went something like this. The reporter says, "Teresa, Gia, what are you guys doing over here?" And Teresa goes, "What does it look like we're doing?" And Gia says, "We're checking out a restaurant." And he goes, "Nice, nice. And what's the restaurant going to be for?" And Teresa parrots him back and says, "What's the restaurant going to be for? It's going to be ours. We're going to run it. Yeah, to keep our family legacy going." He says, "Awesome, awesome." And Gia says, "To hold on to our family traditions. You know, my mom has 3 cookbooks. There's lots of recipes. So we want to use this place for the restaurant." And he says, "Nice, nice." And Teresa says, "I mentioned it on House of Villains. Have you been watching?" And the reporter says, "No, I have to catch up, but I'm caught up." And if you are too, you know that on the show, Teresa made one of her famous dinners for everyone with the same recipes that Gia was referring to, and everyone hated it. And I mean hated it. So I'm not sure how well a restaurant would work. Teresa really thought that after marrying Louis, life was going to be smooth sailing. But after just over 2 years of marriage, Louis has not only cost Teresa her only brother, and the lack of paycheck has sent Teresa scrambling and pounding the pavement harder than she ever had. Because she has to. The question is, would you go? And what do you think that restaurant should be called? Comment below and let me know.